Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, and today we're gonna cook something up that's super simple and super delicious. We're making quesadillas with smoked turkey, brie, and peaches. It's a great summer dish, very easy to make. We're gonna be cooking these today on the Cook-N-Dine portable teppanyaki griddle. These griddles are made in Germany and they could be either built in or made in portable units. They can be used indoors or outdoors. It's an incredibly versatile teppanyaki type griddle here, and you're gonna see some of its features today. So as I said, it's a super simple recipe that we're looking at today. The first thing we're gonna do is actually make just a nice little dipping sauce for it. It's 3 ingredients, so it doesn't get much more simple than that. So the first ingredient is gonna be Greek yogurt with some lime juice and then some salt, and that's it. That's the dipping sauce. All right, so let's make our dipping sauce. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze half of a lime's worth of juice. And then we're just gonna give it a few shakes of salt. And we're just gonna mix it all together. This is gonna be a real nice kind of tangy complement to the quesadillas. So all right, so this sauce is done now. Super simple, like I said. So we're just gonna put this off to the side now as we prepare everything else. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our tortillas crisped up here. We have our Cook-N-Dine teppanyaki griddles at the highest setting right now. So we're gonna place our tortilla here, and for a couple minutes on each side, we're gonna toast that, get that all crisped up. While we have our tortillas crisping up, we're gonna start with the prep for the other ingredients. So I'm gonna start with the jalapenos. So what we wanna do with these jalapenos is we actually wanna give them a nice fine dice. So we're gonna start by just cutting off the ends here, and then we're gonna actually deseed them as well. When you're working with jalapenos, I always recommend wearing gloves. The oils of the jalapeno can seep into your skin and cause it to burn, especially if you rub your eyes, rub your nose. It's an unpleasant feeling later in the evening, so always wear gloves when handling jalapenos. All right, so these jalapenos are nice and diced up now. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna transfer these over to a bowl. All right, so the next step in the process is just slicing up the peach here. You want real nice thin slices on this. We're gonna put these on top of the cheese on the quesadilla. So we're gonna cut this up here. Because peaches have a little bit of a core in them, you just kind of want to cut around the core. We're gonna do it, like I said, real thin slices on these. All right, so our third ingredient is gonna be fresh cilantro. So we're gonna chop this up. You're gonna want about a 1/2 cup of packed cilantro with this recipe. So let's get started on that. All right, so we're gonna just give this a chop. All right, now we're gonna slice our brie. Kind of like the peaches, you want it to be nice thin slices. So it's a lot easier to cut this type of cheese when it's fresh out of the fridge. So you'll wanna leave this in the fridge and just cut it immediately because it cuts up a lot easier. We're gonna use about 8 ounces of brie cheese today for these quesadillas. All right, so we've had our tortillas kind of crisping up and browning up on the Cook-N-Dine griddle here. These are about done. What's kind of neat about the griddle is that you could slide your food off to the edges. It's kind of like a warming zone. So you have your main cooking zone here in the center. When everything's done, just kind of slide it off, kind of keeps it warm. So we're just gonna slide these off, and we'll put them back over the cooking zone once we layer it with our toppings. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna slide one of these tortillas from the warming zone on the Cook-N-Dine back over to the cooking surface. We're gonna start assembling these quesadillas. So we're gonna start with our brie cheese as the base. So you just wanna get a nice base layer on here. This is gonna act as the glue for all the other ingredients that we're gonna put on here. Next, you're gonna grab your peaches. We have our thin slice of peaches, and we're going to just put those on top of your brie. Just kind of layer them on there in a similar fashion. So now we're gonna add our smoked turkey. So basically how we did this turkey was we smoked it. It's a turkey breast. We smoked it on the Yoder Smoker YS 640 pellet grill. To see how we did that, just check out our smoked turkey breast tutorial. And then our jalapenos. Top it with our cilantro. And then we're gonna put one more layer of cheese on. And that's gonna be the glue for our top tortilla. So So you take the second tortilla, place it on top, press it down so it sticks. And then you're gonna take a dome cover. We're gonna let that go for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then we're gonna flip it, let that go for another 2 to 3 minutes. All right, so this quesadilla is definitely ready to be flipped. So we're gonna toss this. Best way to do it is just grab a spatula, get up underneath it. Oh yeah, it's starting to definitely soften up here. So we're gonna put our dome cover back over it, let it go for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're eating. All right, so we've had this flipped over now for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna take a look at it. Smells awesome. And yeah, that cheese has really started to settle and melt on there. Guys, this looks about done, and I'm hungry. So the best way to do this is take your spatula, come up underneath of it here. And then we're gonna let that rest for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna cut into it. All right, let's cut this baby up. So I'm gonna cut this into quarter sections here. So you're gonna cut down the middle, and you're gonna cut to the side. Oh yeah, that tortilla is super crispy and crunchy. Let's see how this looks here. You got the smoked turkey breast here. You got the nice melted brie cheese. You can see the peach kind of peeking in on the back there. It's gonna be a nice bite. All right, so we're gonna put a dollop of our dipping sauce on here. Next, I'm gonna just garnish it with a little bit of cilantro here. All right, let's see how this tastes. That's good. The sauce is super tangy. So you get the tanginess of the sauce. You get the smoked turkey in there too, so you get some of that smoke flavor. Definitely getting the spice from the jalapeno. And the sweetness of the peach is just kind of balancing it off. That's pretty good. That should be a summertime staple right there. That quesadilla was delicious. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. The flavors of the smoked turkey, the sweetness of the peach, the spice of the jalapeno, all made that one of the best quesadillas I've ever had. It all came together real nice and easy on the Cook-N-Dine Teppanyaki griddle. These griddles are fantastic. We do have the built-in on display. We have the portable on display in our showroom, so come take a look at them today. That was delicious. If you guys enjoyed that cooking tutorial, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more information and more tips and tricks when it comes to fireplaces and barbecues. This is Ryan with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, where indoor comfort meets outdoor entertaining.